I've got some text here and I want to fill this text with an image. If we look here on my desktop, we see two images I've selected. One is of an amphitheatre in Turkey and another one is of Mount Snowdon in Wales. So how do I get these images into the actual text itself in Illustrator? Now the text might look quite gnarly and quite complex. Actually, it's very simple to do this. So we select our text tool and we just run over and select our text. And now we want to select the Draw Inside mode. Now what this is down here on the bottom left, the third option along, and this means that anything we do happens inside the text and only inside the text. And you'll see more in a second. With that selected, we go to File, Place, and we're going to choose our first image, which will be the amphitheatre. There we go. Click Place, and our cursor becomes loaded with the image. We just then draw a boundary box out and let go, and there we are. Our image is now in place. So a few things I want to do here. Now I can't see the outside the text very easily because the image is quite light, so I want to add a stroke to the text. So clicking on the text and opening up the window, we see there's various different layers. We're opening up this layer, going right down to the bottom and selecting the text layer there. Click on this dot to the right, which is the meatball, and now anything we do is going to happen to the text itself. We need to open the appearance, so Windows, Appearance, and with the type selected, we click on this button here, the Add New Stroke. And you'll see there a stroke appears around the text, and we can modify this by taking the colour, more of a charcoal, and I want to take this down to 0.5 to make it subtle, but it's still definitely a stroke which is there. Now we can go further with this and add actual effects. Now if we add an effect to the text itself, such as drop shadow, that'll appear on the inside of the text and we won't see most of it because of just how it goes. Now what we have to do is we have to collapse this layer there and select this meatball. Then we still go, that's all selected, Effect, Stylize, and then Drop Shadow. Now if we click Preview, we can see how it's going to go. That's quite a severe drop shadow. I want it to be a bit less offset, so I'm going to say 1.5mm in both directions. Let's have a look. That's looking good to me. It's not quite as in your face as it was before. Click OK, and our picture is starting to look pretty good. Now I want to adjust where the picture sits. I'm not quite happy with its arrangement. With the layers open, we go and undo this, and we go down to the lowest layer again, which is the image layer. Click on that meatball so it knows that we're playing with this. Now you see our cursor changes from an arrow with a little tail to an arrow without a tail. When the arrow turns into this version without a tail, we can just left click and drag the image, and you'll see that it does drag it around. The image in the text is changing. I think what we should not do is go over the text itself, because when you go over the text itself and drag, the entire text moves. That may not be a bad thing, you may want that, but hey, that's how we go. So we've added the image and we've done that, but you know what, I want to change this. I'm no longer happy with it being Turkey, I want this to be Wales. So how do we change the image out for something else without having to redo everything? Simple. Just go on Layers, down to the bottom again and select our image. Click on its little meatball, and you'll see at the top left here we have the name of the file, which is img3513, which is really exciting. If we click on that, we can then go, okay, Relink. And what this says is it wants us to point to where the picture is. Now if we clicked on where it was there and clicked OK or place, then nothing would change because it's actually the same file replacing itself. But if we select the next one, which is the picture from Wales, and click place, then you'll see in a few seconds and there we have it, and we're back. We have now just suddenly replaced Wales, so Turkey, with Wales. And again, I can click on the picture, I can move this around so I can have maybe more sky. Actually, I quite like it being a bit 50-50-ish. And there you are. So we've now created a picture inside of the text, giving a whole new dimension to this. We've added drop shadows, added strokes, and we can change this as much as we like. So that's how you do it. So go have fun.